Give me a minute, I'm on the line. Hold on, bear's calling. It's telling me that you should join us tonight. Me and Bo, we're hitting the town. Cold cores at Lonnie's Piss Lounge. It's our favorite watering hole. They play Creed and other real rock and roll. Hold on, bear's calling. Give me a minute, I'm on the line. Hold on, bear's calling. It's telling me that you should join us tonight. Well, this Tuesday's getting old. I'd like to sing the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. So come on, I can't be the only one singing. Speak of the devil, look who's a-ringing. Hold on, bear's calling. Give me a minute, I'm on the line. Hold on, bear's calling. It's telling me that you should join us tonight. I'll play darts and I'll hit the wall. I'll play pool and I'll scratch the ball. Bo will do his impression of the drums from In the Air Tonight. So hold on, bear's calling. Give me a minute, I'm on the line. Hold on, bear's calling. It's telling me that you should join us tonight. It's telling me that you should join us tonight. Yeah. Some pretty hairdo came up and said, "Hey, mister, how are you?" And if I'm being honest, folks, I just choked, 'cause I just simply don't know what to do. So I gave her the old Ricky Deluxe. No eye contact and a couple of bucks. I say that's all the cash that I happen to have, and then I run real fast and hope she falls in love. Works every time. The other day, a 10 out of 10 came walking my way. True story. She put her number on a napkin, which had me asking, how can I get myself far away? So I gave her the old Ricky Deluxe. No eye contact and a couple of bucks. I said it's all the cash that I happen to have, and then I run real fast and hope she falls in love. One time I had someone steady, and it was time to commit, finally. I had the love of my life, my future wife, so I got myself down on one knee. And she gave me the old Ricky Deluxe. No eye contact and a couple of bucks. She said that's all the cash that I happen to have, and then she ran real fast and stole my truck. I think she was in love. Take me back to the Albuquerque Chili's, where you first told me how much you love my Willie. Nelson vinyls that I have at home, some of the finest Willie that you'd ever known. You ran off with that pucker lip Leroy. I'm just another lonesome rich cowboy. This old check won't tuck me in that night, but if all I've got's my Willie, I'll be alright. But you crushed my heart like a pork rind on a train track, melted like a Dorito in the rain. Chewed through me like a walrus-eating fatback, ever since you left with him for Santa Fe. You're as pretty as a week-old Cholula stain, cute as beard hairs in my drain. You're as sharp as a 2-inch dowel rod. You're as friendly as a 6-man firing squad. I thought that we could be Johnny and June. Now I'm 3 jacks deep at the salty spittoon. On the road again's playing over this bar. It's just me, Jack, Willie, and my old guitar. But you crushed my heart like a pork rind on a train track, melted like a Dorito in the rain. Chewed through me like a walrus-eating fatback, ever since you left with him for Santa Fe. Oh, my Williams is brilliant, my Klein is divine. It's more than most can handle, but it doesn't hold a candle to my Willie. But I guess you'll never see it again. 'Cause you crushed my heart like a pork rind on a train track, on that railroad ride, melted like a Dorito in the rain. Cool ranch and a cold ranch, shoot through me like a walrus-eating fatback, like a walrus, ever since you left with him for Santa Fe. Like a Dorito in the rain, in the rain. Well, I can do funk, and I can do blues, but one thing I haven't
Hello.
done is gone back
Hi.
to my roots.
There we go.
Well,
How
I'm
are
a
we?
good
How are
old
thee?
Southern Georgia.
How are they, the are we? Hi, everyone. Ray, thank you for 14 months. That's fucking insane, dude. Look at you. Coming in hot. We're doing okay. Not so bad. Ellis is gluing the top side of
Red Hood.
Red Hood. Specifically the Ronin helmet, so. We're back. We're here. It's Thursday, as usual. But so it's been a week. Technically, I should be continuing to narrate. And I'm going to, but I also have not gamed for quite some time, so I am gonna do what I can to give everybody a few minutes to filter in. Bullshit, kinda, I guess. Can I fix this fucking... No? Are we... Oh, that's the wrong camera. Hello? Yeah, that's fine. Give everybody a little bit of time to filter in. And go from there.
Here, give me this.
What? Oh.
I'm putting this back out here. I'm gonna have to hot glue it. This is not gonna work.
No, it's all good. No, I'm sorry, Ray. That was on me. I saw the time thing, but nobody determined anything, so... Yeah, Mr. E.P. Holmes. I still want to do that, but I was narrating. I have quite a few books in the list to get done, so... I apologize. I'm working through it piece by piece. Ah, happy early birthday. Yes, Mr. Holmes was here and is now being put in naptime jail. Yo, 6.5 months for the gym is fucking great, Scully. Look at you go. Also, Shimanu also subscribed for 14 months. I appreciate you. You guys are always amazing. How bad was getting your neck tattooed? I mean, I'm not the person to ask. Hey, Yeehaw. I'm terrible to ask about the tattoos, mostly because my pain tolerance is what it is. I mean, I didn't really have a big deal with my neck tattoo, but some people do. Yeah, I know. I am also caught up with the Vampire Lestat. Yeah, but okay, so Castle says it's horrible. But somebody asked us in Walmart when he was here, and I was like, I started to respond the exact same way because it's not a big deal to me, but apparently he thinks it's horrible. I don't. So it really does depend on the person. Baking. Regular chocolate chip muffins, some butterscotch cinnamon chocolate chip muffins, and 2 peanut butter pies. Damn, Ender. That sounds good. Mom, even though I'm ace and not gay, can I go do crimes? I mean, I feel like it's equal opportunity gay crimes. Hello, Faust. How are you? I am. It's not too hot up here, but from what I understand, it's pretty miserable everywhere else right now. I'm caught up on all of it, New York. Hey, Southern. For your family reunion on Saturday? Oh, congrats. That'll be fun, hopefully. I think, maybe. I guess I can't say that. Some family reunions are not, in fact, fun. I talked to my grandma today. My grandma said it was dog shit miserable. I guess it's like... She said it was like 100 and something. Your friend who said it was horrible, was he referring to this current season? No. He was... he was talking about his neck tattoo because Cryptek asked about how it felt, like what the pain was for it. He was talking about his neck tattoo. I don't trust this. Hey Damper, how are you? Fucking no longer allowed. Cancelled. Fucking canceled.
Okay.
The reunion is for Loves Getting Drunk and doing karaoke. Okay, so not so bad. And no, you're fine, New York. It's fine. Castle's canceled anyway, so don't worry about it.
Why is Castle canceled?
Castle's canceled.
Oh, okay. That didn't take long.
No, he's canceled. If tomorrow's open. No, it's okay, Ray. Because I do have a meeting tomorrow that's for a class. I need to double check what time it is, because I think 98, 87, 76. I think it's like 6 p.m. my time, so we can figure something out.
Yeah.
Thank you, Deverick. I appreciate that. You were sweating in Texas. Yeah, I feel like somebody else was sweating in Georgia. Not rude. Not rude. That was rude. Very particular brand of rude.
Apparently, what was it? Oklahoma's about to catch on fire. We need to talk to Sean and make sure he's Gucci. Weather-wise, right?
Oklahoma? Do you mean Montana?
Or Montana. I mean.
Montana.
Yeah, Montana.
Montana's supposed to be hella hot, too. I know, so Sean's in Montana. I don't know if anybody else here is.
Everywhere
Hello,
big hot. Except here.
Hot, heat. Heat, hot.
Bigly hot.
Bigly hot. Muchly hot. Yeah, the chest piece, I mean, it depends, because sternums kind of suck. 92, but it felt like 106. The problem is that people will complain about Arizona heat, but we talked about, like, the difference between breathing in soup heat and head in oven Sylvia Plath style heat. Like, they are not the same. They are two different types of heat, but they both suck immensely.
Yeah.
No, it's okay, Ray. Do that, and then that way we can figure it out, because that's definitely what's happening. Hotter than Satan's ball sack. Bet. That's a very specific brand of hot. How hot is Satan's ball sack? I would question. One could note. Dry heat's fine, humid heat sucks. I disagree.
Dry heat's all right if there's a breeze. If
Until
there's
you
not
can't
a
breathe.
breeze,
Yeah.
if there's no breeze, you're just sitting in an oven.
The 75 plus humidity. Look, like I said, both are equal for different reasons. I've been in both heats. The breathing in soup heat, not fun. But the head in oven heat to the point where you cannot breathe, not they both suck. I don't know.
I grew up in soup heat and lived for quite a while in dry heat. Neither's great.
Well, fire season's going to be pretty nasty too. So if you are in one of those areas, please take care of yourself, because it is not. 'Tis not a vibe. Comes down to preference. I prefer dry heat and dry cold. Wait, what is a wet cold? Wait a minute. There's a wet cold?
Rainy, shitty, snowy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You said dry cold, and I'm sitting here like, I feel dumb as hell. I'm like...
It's wet enough, or temperature enough that not everything is frozen.
Like, what is a wet cold?
Yeah.
Tattoo artist that does tap out sessions. Damn. Sweaty heat does blow. I can confirm that. But, okay, but Buffalo... So... Because I think New York's also in the chat. New York could probably confirm it. I don't know what part New York's in. But I feel like that's also... Is that wet? I don't think snow would be wet, because snow is...
Oh, it can.
Only if it's melty. I don't feel like that's the same. Yes, Autumn and Ellis. Hello, Blaster. How are you? We are going to play Dreadline Express finally, because I am fucking behind on games. Like behind. I still have more to Rain 98, Dreadline Express, Silver Pines. We've got Dreadfield's Ramen Shop, Vocal Horror Stories, Dead House Sonata. Like, I am fucking behind. Real bad. So, we will be doing Dreadline Express today. As much as I shouldn't be, because again, I have to turn around and narrate. Wildfell!
Hello!
Hello! I hope you're doing well. Shout out as always to Wildfell. If you guys saw the recent images that were taken by, the recent pictures that I put up, that was, Wildfell's owl. So, if you are interested, you should definitely go and learn more about all the kids. I always will shout to the high heavens for Wildfell. So if you guys did not know, they occasionally do stream as well. But if you ever get the opportunity or you see them at a convention locally, because they do travel to cons too, definitely go see them. Go say hi to the kids. Give lots of loves. How's the Jurassic Park bucks going? They want to know. You want to show them the update?
Yeah, it's almost done.
He's almost got it done. It's almost there. We love you guys too. But yeah, definitely go see Wildfell if you ever see them local at a con. I miss them very much. I love saying hello to the kids. Hope everyone's okay. If not, whose ass I gotta beat. I appreciate you, Coda. So, here's the update.
Details on stuff that I still need to paint in, but...
So, there are some details missing. Like, obviously, this hasn't been filled in yet. But you guys asked for the updates. So, obviously.
And then the inside.
So he's getting there. He's getting there. But Ellis is killing it, man.
There's like 6 hours in that box so far.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see this one done. But the Jurassic Park box is getting there. Again, we're going to be launching a new... If we don't launch a new Etsy, what I may do is just... have a second panel on my website that we'll start putting the fan boxes on so you guys can buy them as they come in. the probability of like customs is going to be really, really minimal and probably really, really closed and really, really exclusive. Mostly because I don't want to take the fun out of it for Ellis, and we want to make sure that he is enjoying himself.
I also have to figure out what pricing even looks like for something like that.
Yeah.
6 hours of hand painting with multimedia into a box. I don't even know what that looks like yet.
Yeah. Well, it's not just that, but it's also the artistic time it takes per hour on top of covering like the cost of paint, the cost of the box itself, and other things. So, welcome, Valkian. You did not miss anything. We were just doing updates. But yeah, you stream Bendy and the Ink Machine? Yeah, it's a good game. I love it so much. No, and that's, I mean, to be clear though, like that comes with the...
Well, and this is a little different than the normal boxes I do, right?
Yeah.
The normal ones that I do for like my witchy shop are a bit, they're not just a bit, they're a lot simpler.
Yes. They are considered devotee and deity boxes, so they are more about the devotional aspect than anything else.
This one I've just been fucking about and doing what feels right, but we're 6 hours in and it's coming out great, but it's definitely not gonna be what I charge for my other boxes. So we'll see. I've just got to work through it little by little.
Yeah, but it'll be worth it. I think what I'm going to do too, because I'm trying to focus on the wire wrapping and stuff, and there's some stuff I want to do. But what I would like to do is also implement the wire wrapping with some of the box stuff. But if I do that, I have to be able to properly, like wood burn and then glue it into the subsets so it doesn't come loose.
Which, mind you, I don't know that I'm going to part with this box. This might be a me box. I have not decided that yet. However, it is not certain. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. The witch shop, actually, let me see.
It is open at the moment.
No, that's not it.
And there's a sale running.
Fuck, hold on. I forgot what the thing is. I have a command. I just don't remember what the command is. Hold on.
It's alright. The sale still goes for like another week. Yeah, well, that's kind of where I'm at, because I just did this one as a labor of love for something that I like, and it's why I keep adding to it and fiddling with it. But that's why I'm still trying to figure out, like, what pricing even fucking looks like for something like this, right? Especially because it is just because I wanna, and not necessarily commission piece.
That's gonna drive me nuts. I don't remember what the thing is anymore.
It pops up every once in a while.
Yeah, because I have it on a timer. Fuck it, we're gonna make a new one. Because I don't remember what it is. So. There. Alright. Haha! Ah! Fixed it. Hopefully the link works. I didn't think about that. Yeah! So that is Ellis's occult or esoteric. I guess esoteric is what it's supposed to be. So that is Ellis's esoteric shop if you want to support that. Like I said, we're going to relaunch, I think, a separate shop that is directly just directly correlated to the fan boxes. So yes, horses and pets are doing well. The horses decided to take on our fucking fence 2 days ago. 3 days ago? 2 days. 3 was Thursday? 3 days ago. It was Monday.
It's whatever day we took his ass to the airport.
Yeah, it was when we took Castle back to the airport, so it was Monday. So I guess Balder and the rest of them took it upon themselves to wipe out the back fence. So Ellis had to try to do what he could to fix that. We still need to fix the rest of it and
very temporary fix.
Yeah, we still need to reconcrete it and do a couple of other repairs, but I have some extra compensation that I need to take care of. They waited for the heat. Of course they did. Of fucking course they did. Like, it's fine. We'll make do, but it's one of those things where it's like, fuck, now, you know, one more thing on the list, I guess. Well, so it's not the first time that Balder has decided to make his way through a fence line just for the fuck of it. So.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got nothing to do with the heat wave. It's because there was grass on the other side of the fence that he specifically wanted.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with heat. And everything to do with I was hungry, so here we are.
Yeah.
I love him, but he's a dick.
Hugo kept me company while I was fixing the gate.
Unsurprising.
Yeah.
To be honest.
What are you doing?
That's just that look, that just goes with having animals, man. If it's not one thing, it's something else. Have you thought about doing an animation of Stephen King's It as a horror skit or something similar? What do you mean? I don't do animations, so what do you mean? Balder, just like you, is sometimes powered by spite. Facts.
Understatement, even.
I still think it was Hell, because she is, like, polite and loving reminder, Hell is blind on her right side from where, from where she was shot and stuff. So, like, I do think sometimes her nerves get the best of her, and she, like, it's kind of like jump-started a little bit. She freaks out, and it's not her fault, but...
like when you take a step sometimes and your lower back feels like somebody shoved a needle in it.
And you just go, ah! Yeah.
That happens, but to hell.
Yeah.
Whoever it was, they mowed down the post, ripped the hinge off the gate. All of the fencing that was cemented into the ground remained cemented into the ground. I just had to repost it and basically set the gate where it was supposed to go. It's no longer off the ground.
Yeah, so we got to fix that.
So it's good for right now.
Yes, Hell is a rescue. Yeah. She is an off the track thoroughbred, but her backstory is it's a mess. Ass man let himself out and got on the porch to eat my bone collection. No, baby, why? That's so unsurprising. You ever try to take a step, but it feels like your knee tries to bend backwards?
Yep. Yep.
My low back's doing that, like, right now. Like, right now. Oh, I mean, I don't do animations, so I don't really know what you mean. I'm sure that there's people who have. I don't know, but that's not my forte. Yeah. Sweet baby. But, why not? I'm surprised it wasn't Ori, to be honest. At some point, so Wildfell's got it. I'll show you guys at some point. Wildfell, when they have time, they can send me, like, I mean, there's pictures all over their Instagram. Maybe we can get them to send like personal fun photos and not just like the poise stuff of all of the babies. And then I can tell you guys like that we'll do like they can write up little write-ups about everybody and we can do like a show and tell for them. Mm-hmm. Thank goodness my back can't hurt anymore. Mine fucking does. Ah, fuck. August 18th. Yeah.
Soon.
I would just love to tell everybody some about the babies. I didn't get the chance to do the photos myself, but when you get time. Be safe, Shmanu. That's going to be a hell of a thing, so make sure you prep for it. You ever move your leg and the muscle below your knee feels like it's got a knot that's getting tighter? You mean in your shin? Are you fucking okay? Is everybody in this chat falling apart? Are you guys...
Oh.
Are you guys fucking good? Everybody in this chat is falling to pieces. That's it. That's the whole thing. All right, so we're at about the 30-minute mark. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to gear up to go ahead and start streaming Dreadline Express, mostly because, again, I fucked myself the last several times, and I would really, really, really like to get back on track, especially because I shouldn't technically even be streaming right now. I should be narrating.
Dad has some work to do, so I will be back in a little bit.
Yes, Dad has some work to do.
Other
dad I think is also has to stream today or has like a...
He either already was or is later. I can't remember which.
I don't remember, but Mr. PP Pastor I think has a stream today. Narration Discord time? I could. I mean maybe later tonight I'll hop on Discord and do that for you guys. But yeah, piss dad. We can't nickname the dads. Professor Wizard Dad was Ellis. Jesus Christ, guys. Hi, knockers. When I went to the artist alley last Sunday, a mate of mine had his table, but his partner was managing. It was, yeah, you told us that. I remember that. He said that he did. Do I dare ask for the Obsession review this stream, or are we jumping straight into gaming? I'll give you the TLDR of my thing of Obsession, because we kind of talked about it a little bit. Obsession was not a bad movie. I'm not shitting on it. I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna be that guy and just like completely trash it, because it wasn't a bad film. I think it was immensely overhyped. I think that people are falling all over themselves over something that is a very like standard be careful what you wish for concept with really basic like jump scare style fear that we have encountered many times before, especially in gaming. Matter of fact, one of the scenes from Obsession is literally something that you watch happen in Mortuary Assistant with Dog. The Mimic. Sorry, I call him Dog, but Mimic. So, like, again, it wasn't a bad film. Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what Crybear just said. Like, Monkey Paw stories have existed forever. Again, not a bad film, just immensely overhyped for what it was. Wasn't a game changer. Wasn't like, oh man, we gotta elevate this shit like it was fucking baller, da-da-da. Like, it didn't lend anything to indie horror or horror as a genre that we haven't already seen many, many times before. Was it a metaphor for SA to some degree? I mean, yeah, like there was a lot of like metaphor-based stuff. You know, there's some things that could be discussed. There was points of discussion related to the film. I just wasn't overly impressed. Indy's performance was cool. Like, she did a good job. Do I think that it was something that was just the end all be all to acting? Like, no, it was a pretty standard indie film acting run. Like, she acted like a person, which is exactly how I think most of those films should be done. But that's just my reflection of it. Outside of that, though, like, it wasn't the most insane shit. And I feel like people would argue, and a lot of the argument has been like, yeah, well, you try that emotional change back and forth like that. And I'm like, brother, I'm autistic. I do it every day. Like, what do you fucking mean? That's not news. That's not new. But anyway, TLDR, not bad, not great. It just kind of was. Dick whistled at his castle. Was it? I thought, wasn't he Dothraki dad? Isn't that what you guys said? Most horror movies can be solved by not doing stupid shit. That is facts. Most horror anything can be solved by not doing stupid shit. Hey, gamer. I would argue, though, that there was a lot of ways to solve this that would have immensely, like, began and ended with communication, or just paying someone to make the wish for you. Castle was awesome and such a great sport. I don't think he's in chat right now because I think he said he was going to sushi. But if he hops back into chat, you can definitely let him know. I'm sure he would love to hear it. He was really a good sport, though. I was pleasantly surprised. And, you know, I still gotta watch Backroom. Oh, shit. Why are we doing that? Okay. You would be a good therapist? I would not be a good therapist. Backrooms was good, but didn't, yeah. I still need to watch Backrooms. That's the only one. I need a whistle emote. I will see what I can do. Hello, Aaron. Alright, here's the deal. Let's get started. Therapist. I don't think I have the capacity, because, like, I'm very much one of those people who have no problem telling people, like, stop that. Stop it. Get some help. So, I don't know if I'm allowed to be a therapist. Hey, Hex, how are you doing? Okay. We be out here. We be doing stuff. Let me make sure.
When the new sun.
Okay, cool. We're good. That's the goal. I'm Autumn Ivy, and this is Dreadline Express. I am late to the party, and it's been a little bit, because I definitely did things I shouldn't have, and by that I predominantly mean that I have not been on the gaming stuff, because I've had a lot of stuff going on. Sean, are you baking in Montana right now, brother? Are you good? Are you dying? Ellis and I were worried about you, because I guess Montana's hella hot right now, so we were a little stressy-aggressy. Yeah, we figured you were baking. I hope you're okay. Please stay safe and hydrate, because we had you on the brain. Ellis turned to me while we were driving the other day and was like, hey, Montana's kind of on fire apparently, so like, I hope Sean's cool. And I was like, oh, fuck, okay. So we're feeling for you. I'm stoked for the upcoming Hellraiser game. I really am. Stop it, get some help. But you are the help. I am Pagliacci, brother. That's it. No, it is not pre-recorded. God, man. Anyway, sorry. I'm Autumn Ivy, and this is Dreadline Express. Dreadline Express is developed by David Konechny? David with a K, and some last name that I don't want to butcher further. But it is published by Shoreline Games. So this game is considered a psychological horror, but it's also very story-rich. Specifically, Dreadline Express is a first-person psychological horror Metroidvania set aboard the last human train. Unravel mysteries of the enigmatic train, face strange passengers, and shape your path using a unique card-based mechanic that gives you full narrative control. This is no longer our world. Again, I, have kind of been on the back line of things, and I haven't been able to do a lot lately, so I do want to dive right into this. What I found interesting about the idea behind Dreadline Express specifically, though, was the card system, because it very much reminded me of Inscription. Now, do I know if that's going to be the same concept? No, I've got no fucking clue, but boy howdy, we sure are going to find out today. Okay, we should be good here. All right, but yeah, let's get into it. Turns up the AC and sweats in high def in Miami. Yeah, Hex, go ahead. What is your question while we are... Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, I was like, is that a door or like a discordant... I couldn't tell. This music is serious. Oh no. Oh no. The train crew needs your help. Please report any unexpected behavior. Okay, so let me... It looks like our settings are good, but just to triple check like we always do. Have you experienced any dysmorphia, or has it just been healthy? Oh, I feel better. Real quick, diverting from the game to answer Hex's question. I do feel much better. I'm able to let me see. I'll turn it down a bit for you. There you go. I have been able to do a lot more exercise-wise, which has been really nice. So, like, lifting and things. I also am getting full range of motion for my chest now, which has been a crazy experience, because that was not something that I had before. And then I would say from, like, dysmorphia, like, yes and no. I'm non-binary anyway, so everything falls within the middle ground of stuff regardless. So it's not so much that I have really had dysmorphia about that, but when you go 34 years with having breast tissue and then suddenly you don't have it at all anymore, because I did have a full mastectomy. I thought I was pretty clear about that, but apparently people were quite confused. I have no breast tissue anymore. I had a double mastectomy, so I've got nothing. Because I knew that having any of the slight tissue that I had left over would send me flying through the roof, and that would be much worse than not having them at all. So I basically had top surgery. But I am still very much navigating it. We do have an ad break starting in about 20 seconds, guys, so I am going to go ahead and let the ad break run through before we actually start the game. Damn, you guys are right. That is loud. I'm going to go ahead and let that go through, though, before we actually start the game. And no, you're fine. I'm happy to answer questions about it. My surgeon, so I went to Salmon Creek Plastic Surgery in Vancouver, Washington. And I told my surgeon to, like, go ahead and use my photos and stuff as reference, because I wanted people to be able to have the ability to know and to, like, ask questions and to have reassurance that, like, yeah, you can go from this to this and still have things work out quite well. So now you're a bottom. I am not. Exes. Still a top, mostly. Mostly still a top. Mostly. Oh, there's somebody behind me. Alright, so we've got about a minute and a half for the ad break, so I'm gonna let that go through, but does not give bottom end. No, not usually. It looks like everything is pretty... I do want to kind of turn the music down a little bit, though. Like right there should be good. Keep. That's fine. Controls. Okay. So everything looks good for the settings. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick while we are still on a break so that way I don't get up in the middle of the game. You guys talk amongst yourselves, be good, enjoy the weird whatever this is that's going on, and I will be right back. What did I do? What did I touch? No. No, please, come back. I need air! Alright, that's fine. Alright, we're back. Okay. Thank you for giving me a minute. Welcome back, Christian. She lobotomied her tits into the ground. What the fuck? I mean, that's a hell of a way to put it, I guess. It's been weirder, I suppose. Okay. I definitely forgot to change this, so let me adjust this really quick. Dreadline Express. Okay. Anyway, alright, I'm back. Let's get started. Thank you guys so much for taking your time. I hope you have your water, because we're going to launch into it. So this is, again, polite and loving reminder, this is a demo. So there could be bugs, there could be a few things going on. Won't know till we're in it, because it is still in development, but please be kind and keep that in the back of your mind while we play this game. Oh, I'm active, I'm live. Hello? Well, that doesn't look good. Look at an object and press to interact. Focus on the loudspeaker. The noise coming from the wall speaker cuts through the layers of my consciousness. It pulls me into reality. The electrical circuit crackles. Silence ensues. A moment later, an unfamiliar, sharply cut voice echoes through the compartment. With immediate effect, free movement on the train is forbidden. We've been spotted again. The lottery is already in progress, and the chosen passengers will be informed of their situation without delay. We expect your full cooperation. All hail the Supreme Engineer. Well, that seems not good. Alright, so let's see. Oh god, this is disorienting. Look outside. The pitch black darkness shrouding the sky is transforming. It swarms, breathes, and pulsates. An amorphous mass made up of thousands of tentacles. The steam locomotive at the front slows down under the terrible strain. Sticky sprouts are trying to make their way inside. The thin window glass is the last barrier separating me from that monstrosity. I've seen enough, you know, to know where this is going. So. Madness has taken hold of the clock of the, wow. Sorry. Dyslexia is dyslexia-ing. Madness had taken hold of the clock hands. Could this be related to the attack from outside? Could the train itself be reacting to it? The compartment is lit by warm candlelight. In other circumstances, it would seem cozy. I can see the original electric lights on the ceiling, but somebody has put them out of commission. Oh, you made an observation. Oh. Light has been our guide since the beginning of time. Within its reach, the unknown becomes tangible. It allows us to discover and learn. Here on board the train, human light is so much more reassuring. An invisible barricade protecting the fragile mind from the incomprehensible outside. The carriages have electric lights, but it's unclear if they work. In my private compartment, the lighting is cut off for some reason. I am left to the soothing glow of candles. The wax, however, is running out. Keep for later? Take in hand. So I don't know yet what keep for later or take in hand means. So I feel like I should maybe keep that for later. Oh, hello? I don't recognize a single one of the items lying around on the makeshift storage area. Do they belong to me? However, there is a piece of paper sticking out from one of the books. I'm drawn to it by an unspoken compulsion. The writing is rough and looks childish.
My mom's name was Rose. Dad says she was here with us. He says people forget here. He'll remind me of everything. She was born in 1917, got married at 20, and then she died here. He says I'm not allowed to write anything down, but what if I forget again? Her name was Rose. Rose Mather. Rose Mather.
You've revealed a fragment of your past. Wife. Like a broken vase, I glue the pieces of my life together. I had a wife, born in the year of 1917. She seems to have died here on the train. How it happened, I don't know. In spite of my best efforts, I've forgotten. But I loved her with all my heart. I failed myself. I failed Teresa. Keep for later? In my stale pockets full of grease stains, I discover an object. Leather-bound book without a title. Oh, that looks fancy. Raise your gaze and prepare it for reward. Not mere cards, these pages preserve memories and knowledge in a form not subject to external influences. Choose the cards you deem most suitable to achieve your goals and prepare them in your hand. The cards in your palm form intention, and as such they are always used together. If the current hand is no good for you, the path of modesty can help you. Narrow down your selection, think broadly, and pay attention to new leads. Okay. Ah. Oh. Interesting. So there's pages worth of cards. Interesting. Okay, that's really cool, actually. Tiny objects dance to the rhythm of train sleepers across a once elegant piece of furniture. The worn piece of wood is covered with many scratches from countless former passengers, but some of the grooves are fresher and deeper than others at first glance. Remotely, they give the impression of a coherent text. However, it is not possible to read it in the dim light. Okay, so are the cards reusable? Wait. To hand, inspect, take in hand. Hold and press to play your hand on the object in front of you. Perhaps if I grab the nearest candle, I might be able to read the lines in its flickering light. Interesting. This is really interesting. Hidden secrets emerge. With no small effort, I set to reading. Teresa Mather, born 1938. Boarded, 8 years old. Beloved daughter. Kind, innocent, modest. Demise in the train. Covert, don't forget, you are a coward. I'm a coward. There are many fresh, deep punctures around the text. Strong knife stab wounds. You've revealed a fragment. Memories betray me. I have a daughter. How could I forget? Or rather, I had a daughter. Teresa was born in 1938. She was 8 years old when we boarded this train, the colossus of steel in which she died. It was my fault. I had the power to intervene. For that, I judged myself a coward. Interesting. Why are we crouching? Why are we crouching? Why are we, wait, why? Okay, I don't know why I have to crouch, but that's fine. The door is locked from the outside. I can't open it from here. I'm trapped in my own compartment. There's something wedged between the door and the door frame, perhaps a note. A folded sheet of paper. It wasn't here before. Have fun, Harrison. Yeah, it's definitely got some interesting vibes to it for sure. Also, Cheshire, thank you so much for the sub. 13 months on a 12-month streak. Let's fucking go. It's addressed to me. A single sheet of paper with an impersonal message. In the lottery, your name was drawn. Thank you for your sacrifice. Wait for the arrival of the conductor and do not leave behind any memorabilia. There's no reason to endanger your loved ones. All hail the Supreme Engineer. Someone's coming for me. Hidden from the world is an unknown piece of luggage tucked under the seat. Sturdy leather-covered work case. Wear indicates active use. A numerical row locking mechanism guards the contents inside, should I know the combination. I would assume, if I were a betting man, that it's probably the daughter or the wife's maybe I can only use one. Try to guess the lock combination. I could use the daughter's year of birth as a code. However, the numeric lock is 8 digits. One data is not enough. Okay, so yes. So it is both. Got it. Could the birth years of the daughter and the wife be the solution to this riddle? I enter the numbers 1917 and 1938. The lock clicks with satisfaction. Look at us puzzling. We puzzled. A musty, leathery smell wafts from the inside. The case is about to reveal its secrets. It contains medical supplies, various reports, and a few other documents. A faded photograph, part of some kind of legal document, stands out from the rest. The face in it looks strikingly familiar. Identity documents. Now I know who I am. Apothecary. You learned about yourself. Samuel Mather. My own name is foreign to me, yet it is bound to me like a parasitic larva. By profession, I am an apothecary. Expert knowledge of chemical compounds and their effect on living organisms is my strength. I have sworn to use it as a tool of healing, but I can do harm as easily as I can help. I really like the art, and I really like the overall vibe, and the music is just stellar for this. No, no one's home, no one's here. Non we. Explore remedies. The suitcase is crammed with all sorts of tinctures, medicinal preparations, and powdered ingredients. The mixture of scents wafting from it overwhelms my sense. I'm getting to it! Fuck! I'm sure I'll find something useful here as long as I know what to look for. I mean... So... There's nothing else of note here. Oh, hello? I assume you have already had time to read the letter. Everything is clear to you, I believe. The conductor towers over me. But don't worry, dear Mr. Mather. It will all be over soon, he says, relishing the moment. Before I take you away, is there anything you'd like to say? Dear Samuel, So this is your plan? You want to be useful? But we don't need any help on this board. We have placed ourselves entirely in the hands of our supreme engineer. Don't be worried. He grins. You'll soon get to know him, too. Let's get on our way. The conductor reaches out his skinny hand to me. Just before his fingers touch me, the train rumbles. Far in front, the steam locomotive lets out a terrifying roar. The conductor loses his balance as the train suddenly picks up speed. He grabs the doorframe to keep from falling. That hideous mass of tentacles behind the window is breaking apart. As the car breaks free from it, the conductor straightens up. Before he slams the door to my compartment, I catch a look of anger on his face. The sound of his footsteps fades away to the left. The situation is calming down. Hello? The door is still locked, however, an announcement from the loudspeaker catches my attention. Once again, a voice echoes through the compartment. The immediate danger has passed. Praise the Supreme Engineer. The previous restrictions remain in effect, but you may leave your seats. Further instructions will be provided. Just then, something clicks in the door. It is very, very Inscription meets, Eclipsium, yeah. The paper carries binding rules for passengers. The Supreme Engineer, propelling this noble machine forward with his iron will, establishes the following boarding rules. The train's crew, forever loyal to the sovereign leader, swears to enforce this order by any means necessary, for this is the way to redemption. There are dozens of rules in the same spirit, restricting the free movement, food rations, property, and other freedoms of passengers, all for the greater good. The rules end with a list of possible punishments, under which stands the confident signature of the Supreme Engineer. Restrictive regime. Strict rules gnaw away the last remnants of freedom from the bones of passengers. They regulate food rations, duties, and freedoms in the world of the Supreme Engineer is law. The main points are as follows. Prohibition of free movement outside the assigned area. Prohibition of endangering one's own or others' lives unless ordered by the crew. No recording of events on the train or events that took place before. The train crew, conductors, are responsible for enforcing the rules. No price is too high. Interesting. I guess I could put this away for now. I like the concept of this game for sure. It's definitely interesting. Dreadline Express is the name of this game. Well, so my assumption is that this is... The glass is marred by countless scratches, all on the outside. Though the yellowed filth I watch a sky I don't recognize. Through the yellow filth, sorry. An alien sky that chills me to the bone. You made an observation. Every second I spend looking at the alien sky burns me inside. This is not our world anymore. The unnatural hue of the new sun looking down on the gnawed skeletons of human cities makes me dizzy. So I think what's particularly interesting about a lot of this... The door's locked. From the other side comes a clicking sound, the origin of which is unclear to me. Okay. I think what's particularly interesting about a lot of this is it's very eldritch horror. Seemingly abandoned luggage. Some are empty, but most are full of personal belongings. They have become memorials. It's hard to guess what fate awaited the owner of this particular briefcase. Okay, so I assume... Well, so... A sad man with bloodshot eyes sits at the table. Or did we have anything to say? So, maybe. Young sir, the man's gaze is unexpectedly firm. You haven't spoken to me during our entire journey. Now you won't even introduce yourself and demand something from me. You will have to forgive me, but that being said, I refuse to be of any use to you. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Me? Hello? it me. Okay. Put that one away. Hello, it me. The man looks at me sternly again, but eventually his features give way. My pleasure, Samuel. Offering my hand to shake. My name is Garrett Wilcott. The profession of an apothecary is a very noble one, widely respected. I regret that the same cannot be said of my profession. I'm a judge. Or at least I used to be, before I got on this train. Oh. You can identify passengers. Interesting. Crime and punishment wage an eternal battle against each other. Those who commit evil stand against those who punish evil. And how else to punish than with evil itself? Becoming an instrument of justice robs a man of part of his humanity. It brings him closer to the evil he wants to fight. And no amount of iron robes and elaborate ethics will save him. And so Garrett sacrificed himself for the sake of justice. We can only hope that his motivation was an altruistic need to protect others rather than his own pleasure in punishment. So this is very purgatory. I think Cheshire's kind of onto something. This is very purgatory coded for sure. Alright, so I introduced myself. So now maybe we... You know, Samuel, I still sometimes hope to wake up from this nightmare. Then I'll look out at the sky. Garrett turns his head to the window, and I realize it's not a dream. It's really happening. There's nothing waiting for us. There's no one left. Only us, the crew of the last human train. You've learned something. There's nothing left but this train. A huge steel mass filled with despair and resignation. Is this an arc of hope, or a foolish attempt to escape the inevitable? The tracks ahead, like our future, are lost in an endless void. We are the last people, the last passengers. Okay. So we're getting some vibes. So, some of the cards don't do anything. I understand what you're asking, Samuel. He ponders. You know, people need order, rules, and laws so they don't stray. Restrictions and punishments are certainly unpopular, yet necessary. If you are intelligent, you will comply. Hand over control and spend the rest of your life in calm. As far as I'm concerned, I'm extremely glad that I no longer have to bear the burden of choice. I have no ambition to disrupt the order here. Interesting. Do you know anything about my wife? Family, he muses, is everything to a man. It's a legacy. It's meaning. At least that's how I used to think about it until recently. Are you interested in anything specific? Would you like to tell me something about your family, or are you asking about mine? Okay. So it doesn't sound like he has anything specific, but maybe if we get him to talk about himself? In my profession, more than anywhere else, it applies that what is good for one can be evil for another. But I'm still only human. It's impossible for me to make universally correct decisions. If it still mattered in any way, I'd like the sum of my decisions to have a positive effect. Interesting. So, we've got the rules. So this clock isn't spinning. The ornamental decoration made of cut glass depicts an unusual scene. Despite the pastel colors, the mere sight of it unsettles me. What could be its meaning? Is there anything I wonder that we could maybe use? Perhaps. The shapes formed by the interwoven pieces of glass vaguely remind me of a foreign sky beyond the window. The stained glass window evokes the same feeling of hundreds of eyes tirelessly trying to seek me out. to find and destroy me. This person is in considerable discomfort. Head and hands and tremors are obvious evidence of such. His clothes are soaked with sweat. The acrid smell is almost unbearable. Hey, buddy. You, what, can I introduce... Should I introduce myself? The young man only acknowledges me after several attempts. Mr. Samuel, he keeps shaking. We've already had the honor. Euler, sir. My name is Euler. Please. He trembles. A man of your profession. Help me. The noise here is unbearable. This infernal machine will not let me rest. His eyes glisten. The noise never stops. It is part of all of us. The hum of the The hum of the steam engine and the clank of the sleepers will be with us for the rest of our lives. The human mind is unusually adaptable, so most passengers have long since become accustomed to the constant roar of the machine. If we didn't, we would end up like this withered young man suffering from tremors in the corner of the carriage. Okay. Incarnate, thank you for the follow. Let's see if he knows anything about the train. Locomotive Bavarian. Class, I can't remember. The noise of that devilish machine never stops. The rails pound, the walls creak. What a creation I have helped to make. Help me from this noise, please. He gazes beggingly. He would like to say more, but in his condition, he's unable. Okay, so we know... Let's see if we can go back and offer him something to assist with the noise. I don't think I saw that before. Okay. So if I look at this... So I don't know what to look for. Wait a moment. Okay. Maybe... Oh, maybe here? Ah! Search for a calming substance. Okay, got it. In addition to the recorded knowledge needed to produce various medicines, the case also contains several potent substances. Amongst the powdered ingredients and dried herbs lies a lone vial of brown liquid. Last remaining dose of laudanum. I should use it wisely. There must be more than one use for it. Interesting. Tinctures of opium, used to cure many ailments, that is, until they were banned in the early 20th century. And yet one innocent-looking bottle is found in amongst my inventory. Consumption of the substance causes a shift in consciousness, feelings of euphoria and peace. It relieves both physical and mental pain. Interesting. So... we have the ability to make laudanum. Huh. Is there anything else, I wonder? Does anything... No. Okay. So I like that it really does make you sit and think for a moment. Oh no, that's not good. Hello? The unpleasant noise is interrupted by a firm and measured voice. Announcement to the passengers, speaks the conductor. Our providers in the dining car have just finished preparing today's rations. Food will be distributed at the conductor's office service window. Begin approaching it one by one. Respect the order determined by your place in the car. Mr. Mather will approach first. To the Supreme Engineer, our gratitude. Interesting. So let me see if... Yeah. Let's see... The young man licks his lips greedily and seems lost in thought. He's clearly hungry, but eventually he notices me and reacts. Laudanum? The young man's eyes dart around as he begins to recite mechanically. An opium tincture, a narcotic for sedating the body, relieving pain, and inducing a feeling of bliss. Why are you mentioning it, though? Do you have any? Please, my head isn't working properly in all the noise. You need to be more specific. Interesting. Mr. Samuel, the young man stutters. Be careful. The freedom of movement is restricted here. The crew recently closed the store for other passengers. Study the boarding rules thoroughly. They're displayed on the walls. Stay safe, he says, turning away. The door's locked anyway. Several papers pinned to the wall and lining. As far as I can tell, it's some kind of mathematical calculations and equations, but it is not within my ability to understand them. Every single paper is signed with the name Euler P. Meadow, combinatorialist, Miskatonic University. Ah. That's what he does. Euler P. Meadow, a name belonging to an obviously brilliant mind, a consciousness capable of peering behind the curtain of the universe and seeing the grand order in chaos. Combinatorics is the science of ordering, selecting, and enumerating possibilities. It reveals the true magnitude of the potential of an individual and quantifies our destiny. Very smart man. Very, very smart man do very smart things. I mean, this is probably not helping. I do hear that noise, though. Service window. Ah, Mr. Mather. It's good to see you again. As a form of apology for a recent misunderstanding, I have taken the liberty of personally delivering your rations to your compartment. You will find your plate hidden under one of the seats. I'm sure you understand that I would hate for a passerby to get hold of it. Bon appetit. I wonder, can I ask him anything while I'm... You can go now. The food is in your compartment under the seat. I wish you a good appetite. So no. The answer is no. Yes, definitely Lovecraftian, yeah. With under my seat. Hello, food? Food. 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 The impenetrable darkness refuses to give up its secrets. I'm trying to find something in the dirt and dust by fuel. No, there's nothing here. At the very back, in the layers of dust and cobwebs, lies a silver object. Oh. Yeah, that's tasty. A tray with food, as the conductor said. Next to the plate of disgusting mush lies a piece of paper. A letter. How do I know they're not poisoning my food? It's from Supreme Engineer. The letter begins, Dear Mr. Mather, recent events in which you have been involved have caught my personal attention. Please accept the attached insignia as a symbol of my direct oversight of you from this moment onwards. Now eat in peace, and as early as possible, visit your conductor. He's already been instructed and will explain everything to you. Until then, do not speak to anyone. Do not put this matter on hold. Oh, well, I'm suddenly important, I guess. Oh, okay. Insignia, symbol of the crew. You've learned something. A symbol of the totalitarian regime that rules the train. It's a badge that the crew proudly wears on their chests, signifying their superiority over other passengers. I was given an insignia by the Supreme Engineer. I should think very carefully before telling anyone about it. Huh. The thing on the plate isn't food. The sight of the burbling abomination causes me physical distress, and the pungent smell makes my head spin. However, it is only now that I realize how hungry I really am. My stomach is knotting up. I'm actually considering trying it. Is there anything that I can do for it? So there's more conversations we could have with Garrett Wilcott. Someone is blocking the door from the other side. I'm afraid I have no choice but to eat that thing on the table. Icky. What if I... Ew. Perhaps I will try to at least eat some dry bread. What have I done? I can't believe I ate that atrocity. What primal urge must have taken hold of me? Ew. Gross. Okay, so that's done. Yeah, I would have been interested to see if that was the case, if it could, if you could have fed it to him. Though, it occurs to me there's more of a conversation to have with you. Ask about the train. My knowledge of the matter is modest, but one thing's certain. The world as we know it is over. And this train, our train, is the last vestige of human civilization. We must not stop or even slow down. Never. Garrett seemed to recite this phrase mechanically. I still haven't decided whether this steel behemoth is our salvation or our prison. Okay. Garrett glares at me. Laudanum? I'm familiar with the effects of the substance. However, I don't understand why you mention it. Do you happen to have some on your person? Can you be more specific, dear Samuel? No. So, we could ask him about the membership insignia. I'm curious what he has to say about the Yes, Euler and I have occasionally engaged in casual conversation in the past. Those were rare moments when he was feeling well. However, we didn't have much in common. This man is fascinated by both mathematics and railways. He knows both subjects inside out, and I'm sure he could tell you a lot, even about our train. Okay. What about the unbearable noise? No. Garrett reflects. I can't say I'm particularly bothered by the noise here. I'm very glad for that, because you can't run away from the noise. The ears cannot be closed. Perhaps only a medicine, he continues, a soothing remedy would help. However, here on board, who would have such a thing in their scarce reserves? He gives me a significant look at those words. Got it. So I have 2 cards I'm missing, which makes me wonder... Fuck it. I see that symbol even in my own dreams. It's everywhere, reminding us that we're under the protection of the crew and the Supreme Engineer. Okay. So he doesn't really tell us anything. It's strange we're missing 2 cards, though, because he didn't really give us any information outside of that. So... perhaps... I wonder if I hold the apothecary card and the laudanum card, if that makes a difference, too. Let me try. Because it did denote that you could hold the 2 cards at once. No? Perhaps... No? No. No. There's no other numbing agent I can find. I've already taken the last dose of laudanum. Okay, so I took it, but I didn't take it. So then I have it. So I did do that correct. Hello? So... what if I do this? What a kind offer, really. I appreciate it immensely, especially coming from you. However, I don't use addictive substances. The young man suddenly grits his teeth as a new wave of pain overwhelms him. No, you're right. I'm willing to try anything. This is no longer endurable. With those words, he swallows the contents of the offered bottle. Oh, he looks happy. Good, great. Laudanum will do that to you. The young man's troubled features finally relax. Comfort. Peace. Thank you. Cool. Hey, so now that that's done, can we talk about stuff? Maybe. The young man's face brightens further as he begins to talk. A Bavarian A2 class locomotive, serial number. He starts reciting the technical specifications. You know, I know a lot about trains, and I actually helped get this one working, he says, lifting his chin. They hired me for that. It was a bit of an odd job, but very fulfilling. Finally, I can enjoy the ride. It's just a shame we can't go any faster. The train is going slower than it should. I don't know why, but something is holding it back. Could it be the tentacles? Perhaps. No, can't do that. It's incredible, isn't it? Euler gazes outside. We love all the big babies as Thoth, but all the support to Nutmeg being a giant big baby. But we love giant big babies. How our world has changed and how quickly. Those things out there must wield terrible power. He looks fascinated. It's as if the end of the world was an enticing mystery for him to solve. Oh, good. We love a crazy man with that. What do you think about the judge? Do you mean the man across the corridor? Sometimes when I wasn't in pain, he kept me company. He did most of the talking. He reflects. He described vividly how much he would love to have a drink again. Now I understand after having tried laudanum, but he isn't suffering from physical pain like I was. He's tormented by memories. He avoids being specific, but must have done something which he cannot forgive himself. It must have been a terrible sin. Ah. We all make mistakes and commit sins. However, some sins burden us so heavily that the weight of remorse becomes unbearable. Our conscience becomes an enemy, endlessly tormenting us with our unchangeable past. It is a weakness that others can exploit if they have the right tools. A person can be completely destroyed by their sins, or stripped bare and exposed. Garrett's remorse gives him no peace. He must have done something terrible. How many sinners are still on board? Interesting. The judge occasionally mentioned that he was troubled by his conscience, yet he never went into detail. Someone else may know more. Sadly, I can't help you. Well, Judge, can we talk about your sins? Garrett hesitates at first. You know, He doesn't seem very talkative. If you're wondering who did something wrong, I'd focus on the man behind the blanket across the corridor. He diverts the conversation. Suspicious character at first glance. Sure does sound like you're hiding something. Okay. The man across the corridor. A few blankets hung on a wire from an improvised wall. It's a sort of shelter providing the passenger on the other side with an apparent sense of privacy. Interesting. So, what happens if I... Leave me alone. The man on the other end snaps at me. Ah. There are thousands of reasons to go into seclusion, but often just one is enough. It is not at all clear what drove the builder of this improvised shelter to voluntarily isolate himself, but however flimsy this lonely fortress may be, its symbolism is clear, and the other passengers acknowledge it, at least to some extent. Laudanum will definitely take care. Yeah, that's real. Okay, so we have voluntary isolation, to which he wants to be left alone. Garrett glances at the ragged wall behind my back. I know very little about the man out here hiding from the world, but one thing is clear to me. He's weak. A weakling and a coward. Some people are born this way. For others, it's the result of an overprotective mother. Of course, every one of us aboard this train has plenty of reasons to be sad. However, he glares at me. None of us fall into such strong melancholy, do we? I do like that it gives you the situation to... Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing that I can do with that. Obviously, I'm missing a card here. I want to get that last card. But I'm curious if... What if we take... Not laudanum. What if we take apothecary and the judge? No? No. What about the judge and the sins? No. What about... So there's a facet of conversation I'm definitely missing. Technically that is the end of the demo, but I would really like to figure out this last card, because we have all the rest of them. So there's a combination that I'm not quite... What if I introduce myself? Nothing seems to work on this person. I'd rather focus my attention elsewhere. Okay, so it sounds like I can't really do anything further. Yu-Gi-Oh's changed since I last played. Real. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. As a judge, I can confirm that we are all sinners. If you'd like to confess a sin to me, don't be shy. I'm sure I've heard worse. What if... No? Is that not an option? Interesting. I'm curious because there's card combos that appear to work and some that don't. So the wife card doesn't work, that doesn't work, that laudanum doesn't work, that doesn't work. I still haven't paid for WinRAR. So... But he refuses to give us any information. But then... Let's try him again and see if he... The judge occasionally mentioned someone else may know more, sadly I can't. Okay. So, I would be really curious about this final card with the judge. But I have a feeling... Let me see if we can figure something out. You know, I'm very perceptive, and amid all the noise the train makes, I heard some sounds coming from under that blanket. That person is miserable. He might be grieving the loss of a loved one, Mr. Samuel. That's what the elderly lady back here on deck was saying. A loss so tragic that it causes one to shut out the world. So that would go into his stuff. Okay, so it occurs to me... Countless bottles of various spirits cover the tabletop. Some of the labels are familiar, others I'm seeing for the first time. All the bottles have one thing in common. They're completely empty. There's not even the faintest hint of bitter alcohol scent one might expect. Why their owner put them on display here is a mystery to me. Ah, there it is. Okay. Never mind. Mute figures made of glass, empty and without purpose. Yet here they are, displayed in front of one of the passengers. Is this a sentiment? A string pulling the mind back to times long gone? A materialized remembrance can take many forms. Have a good one, Aaron. So I would be interested to know about the bottles. Garrett raises his eyebrows. I'm not surprised by your question, Samuel. For the first few weeks, maybe months of our journey, the alcohol in those bottles provided me with comfort, a connection to my lost life. But it's been a long time since the last drop dried up. There will never be another one like this or any other, he says gloomily. Sometimes, however, I can still sense that sweet hint of alcohol, fleeting and elusive. That's why I keep them here. In our situation, there is no longer any reason to keep our petty secrets. I would give anything for the chance to feel that beautiful alcoholic intoxication one last time. Huh. Well, I would say that there is definitely a lot more to discover with this game. So I think that that's about the gist of how far we can go. We found all the cards currently in this demo. And then I think moving forward to this... Yeah, it's a regime restriction. So I'm going to try one last thing just to see. I press the symbol against the surface of the door. The wooden material reacts, beginning to emit heat. Something clicks inside the frame. A latch. The door is unlocked. The train invites me further into its innards. So we got it. We are basically done. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Alright. So, I'm gonna save in main menu. Not that I think saving probably works here, but I'm Autumn Ivy, and that was Dreadline Express, the demo. If you guys would like to check it out for yourselves, you are more than welcome to do so. It is available on Steam. I would say, overall, the release date for this is supposed to, rather, the demo release date was June 15th. I believe this game is still in progress, and it is a 2026 official release date is all, so there's not actually one listed. But if you guys want to check it out and play the demo and see if you catch anything that maybe I missed, you're more than welcome to do so. Overall thoughts, I liked it. So it was very almost Inscription-esque intermingled with a few other things. The card mechanic is fascinating. I think that it almost has like this mystery noir-esque setting with the way that they kind of carried through. The art was really cool. The characters are fascinating. I am really interested to see how it plays into almost like this eldritch purgatory, because it is very Lovecraftian, right? But it's almost like, it really is almost a, like noir detective Lovecraft. I don't even know, but I like it. I don't really have any complaints. I mean, it's a really straightforward psychological horror. It is a lot of storyline base, definitely story rich for sure. And a lot of exploration. It occurs to me, though, that looking at some of these screenshots, there's definitely a lot more to learn and to discover. The observation system is really interesting, and, like, card combos. I would like a thing, I think, maybe to check off card combinations related to certain characters. That would be cool, just to keep it organized. But again, I suppose it would kind of defeat the purpose, you know, with what it's planning. So, again, I'm Autumn Ivy. That was Dreadline Express. No direct complaints. I'm looking forward to it, and it's definitely on my wish list so that we can kind of discover what else is happening. Don't Don't go anywhere. Stay right here if you are watching this live. If you're not and you're watching this in the future on a VOD, please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Also, don't forget that indie horror is the lifeline. So if you guys wish list a game, it's absolutely free to do so, but you do give the game a push. Sharing, likes, engagement of any kind is always going to further things and also keep, keep indie devs, doing what they do best. And that's super important, of course, here. That's the reason that I continue to do this, and support independent games along those lines. So if you guys liked this, definitely go give them a shout out. Give the publishers a follow as well as the developers themselves. But otherwise, as always, you can find my stuff at autumnivyofficial.com as well as merch at autumnivy.com. I will have some new releases coming up as well, and currently everything is discounted, so if you guys want to check out the subscriber area where I have lots of other cool stuff, photosets, audios, videos, and more, you definitely should. I also do workout Wednesdays, so you can check out some workouts too. But yeah, take your grandma's dog and goldfish dog for a walk. Just do it. Okay, I love you, bye. So, Kays, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. I don't even know if writing the combinations down would really matter for this game, is the thing. Mostly because it occurs to me that they obviously have kind of a system going with it. I don't necessarily think that, obviously they have it for a reason, right? So I don't think that writing the stuff down would necessarily matter. Either way, it is really good. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. I was almost worried it was going to be too much for my face. But I missed my nose ring on the side, but then I wanted my septum back. So it's fine. I can always take stuff out if I need to, but I found a little empress moth or empress butterfly. They didn't specify, but it's called the empress. But I liked it a lot, so I wanted it. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that demo. I have a couple of others. I still have, I'll just show you really quick. I still have Rain 98, which was a demo that came out at one of the PAX. I think it was PAX East. So I really want to get into this one. It is psychological horror, but it's also a romance sim, which is really fascinating. So I would like to get to Rain 98 at some point. And then I also found Mortu, which Mortu was a demo that dropped recently. And is also psychological horror. But Mortu I thought was strange. But I found this one today, and I would like to kind of check it out when I have time. So I do have quite a few things. We also still, of course, do have Silver Pines, Dreadfields, The Ramen Shop, Dead House Sonata, and so on. I also want to do a classic day where we go through Indigo Prophecy Remastered because it's a shit show. And we can just suffer that one together. Go through the usual. But I do have some books I do have to finish narrating. So if you guys aren't on the Discord, now is a great time. You can check it out. Specifically, though, I will usually narrate in the spicy area. So, because some of the books are, of course, dark romance along those lines. Similar to mouthwashing. I wouldn't say Indigo Prophecy is really mouthwashing. Maybe I wouldn't say that. Mouthwashing was purposeful. I would say this is a shit show. Also, I do want to say I will not make any guarantees. Oh, the first one? Yeah. I mean, it actually I didn't think about that. It does kind of have those vibes. That actually makes sense. I will say this too. I do want to start doing the blue streams again. But if I do start doing those, I wanted to do one tomorrow because I have a new fun thing I got that I would like to experiment with. But I don't want to make guarantees about tomorrow night, mostly because I do have a meeting and a few other things. So we'll shoot for Saturday, but due to the way that time has compounded, it may be a next week thing just due to the way that things have kind of fallen into place with what's due this week. So don't take my word for it, but I will make an announcement if that happens. But otherwise, if you guys want to watch me narrate, I will occasionally live narrate on the Discord. So that's always fun. Right now I'm working on a book called Prey. to be honest with you, it's reading like Call of Duty fan fiction. You'll see. You'll see. Just don't worry about it. You'll understand. You'll get there. Don't worry about it. But we do have quite a few games coming up regardless. So hopefully that works out either way. I also would like to try to wire wrap more. I just have not had time. So I'm working really, really hard to follow what my therapist fucking told me that I needed to do, which was take breaks in between, like work half and then
Corby.
Yes, Corby. Also also the wire wrapping for the ring that I made. I haven't finished Corby
Does this
yet
fan
though.
even fucking matter?
Corby is still very messy.
He's cute.
I have to finish Corby at some point.
You will get
The face started looking super cute. I just haven't finished it.
these.
Oh, his ear's a little messy. Oh no! He got crushed. I can fix it. That's okay.
Hello. I'm in between trying to fix dinner. Hi, kids. Dinner and get that fucking helmet to cooperate.
I told you about that.
I got the top attached. We're good. And like attached with something that's sandable. So I'm gonna start printing the back plate here in a minute.
I do have, so I'm combining the Ronin helmet for Red Hood, and we're gonna combine that with the one of the traditional breastplates. So we'll see how it turns out. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the neck plate though, because like we have a neck plate to be printed. Part of me wants to play with it and see if we can get. Oh yeah, the Scratch and Albert shirt. Yeah. Courtesy of fucking Larian, brother. I'm gonna miss working for them at PAX. I miss PAX East, but like I'm gonna be real sad about PAX West. It's gonna be weird not doing it. The neck piece that is on like the neck gaiter basically that goes with a lot of it, the tech thing. I'm almost curious if I should not just hand sculpt that and then lay it flat and make one and like do a rubber cast.
It's either that or I print it like I did with my Gambit shins and I just put tiny hinges on it so it can move.
I thought about, well, the problem is it's still going to be very choking. I thought about doing like if we tried the TPU. So TPU printing
I am
for
listening. I have to check.
Hey Jack, how are you? TPU printing for 3D prints is like very specific, and we have the ability to do it. I think I've got TPU upstairs, but I'm scared that it's not. I don't know how the neck piece is going to be if we do TPU because of the flexibility of the TPU, and we also have to be really specific about the way it's printed. So I don't know if I want to do that or if I want to just hand sculpt a neck piece and like cast it, which may be easier. I can also do the EVA foam, but EVA foam also is still kind of choking.
Just don't touch the piece at the top because it's still setting.
But so far, so this is the Ronin helm. Some of you may recognize this one, or if you don't, I'll show you in just a second. But these are vents on the side I'm going to have to fill in. But what I'll do is I'll put the lighting rigs inside of the eyes like I did on my other helmet. And then this one will just kind of be filtered in. Oh, cool. Bird watching and forest bathing. What a good day off. Good for you, Jack. I'm glad it was a good day. That sounds great. But yeah, so we'll figure that out as we go. At this point, the back of the helm still needs printed, so that's working on that. Yeah, IG, so Instagram did add an AI thing. You can turn it off. Yes, a new Red Hood mask. So obviously I've got my original back here, but I wanted to do the Ronin variation. So I got the file for that. I also want to just reshoot Red Hood now that things are different. Obviously. Everybody thought I was a dude when I wore that anyway, so it's not like it's anything new. Yeah. Well, so right now we're trying to decide what the next costume is going to be because I have Crimson Viper. I need to finish Pyramid Head, but I think I want to save Pyramid Head for the launch in September for the new Silent Hill game. I need to sew Pixie from Monster Rancher. I wanted to do Poison, and the problem with Poison is the wig is a pain in my ass, so I got to figure that out. And then I want to work on Red Hood, obviously. So I have several things to do, but Pyramid Head also, like, I need the tits, man. I don't have the pyramid tits. I gotta work on that. I also need to start figuring it out because there's a couple of things that Ellis and I have talked about for costuming stuff, so as usual, little by little. Poison, so I have everything for poison except for the wig. And I don't know if I want to do the longer wig or the shorter wig. The issue is like the spiking is a pain in the ass for me. Get a big old cone bra? No. Good try, Spagoot. No. I'm not doing a cone. Do you mean you want me to Madonna pyramid head? I'm not gonna Madonna pyramid head. Get the bar of tits. Get the bar of tits for the best necklace who finds you. Oh my god, stop. My hands are the necklace. I can't. Now I'm just thinking about a Madonna version of Pyramid Head and I can't let that go. There are like the bikini tops, but I almost kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that or if I just want to wear like a bandage across my chest. For all intents and purposes, I technically can do shit topless now. There's nothing stopping me. All types of indie games matter as long as they're not trash. True. Real. Verified. No, you're good. You're good. That's completely fair. That's also though why I like to do the streaming for the indie horror, and I specialize in it. It's kind of just one of those things that's really important. I can do full topless. Like there's nothing stopping me. The way that my chest is shaped is the same as a dude going shirtless. Like it's not as much of a big deal at this point. Like it's top surgery. And there's not a gender difference. I think people are always going to see it that way, but to me, it's just, I don't give a fuck. I don't know. It's not the same anymore, which is also why I kind of just don't care. But I feel like I should do two versions. I think I want to do a topless version of Pyramid Head, but then I also want one that has like some of the rags and stuff because ideally what I almost want to do is combine like the Rust type Cinnabite style and merge it with Silent Hill. So that's kind of how I feel about it too, though. Thank you. A drag queen chest rig. No, you're good. And yes, so I'm working right now on figuring out a special effects chest bust that can be used long term. That is not quite as big as my implants were, but are still obviously very titular. Wink, wink, wonk. But yeah, I have looked at doing a breastplate. I just want it so that I can have the type that looks visually to skin. So because I have the tattoos I do, it can only be around the pectoral area. So it just needs to be sculpted appropriately. But yeah, that's being worked on. But yes, I did consider it. That also is one of those things where I want so that I am able to fluctuate between the two, because it's easier for me now to do like mask presentation costumes. And it's so much easier to just get the breastplate and to utilize it for shoots. But I don't know if I want to hand sculpt it myself, or I do have an amazing SFX friend that I spoke to. I just think it's gonna be costly, but it'll be worth it because I can reuse it over and over again. But they will look and fall naturally all the same, and just have that initial attachment with like Prozade and stuff, just like any other SFX. I do want to do Pinhead at some point. Lawyer Pyramid Head, please. Brother, please. Pyramid Head sending a cease and desist because you didn't give him the biggest bar of chest. See, you get it. You understand. I got chest days. I gotta work on it. I'm not quite there. I have tiny cleavage. We have tiny cleavage. Who would you cosplay from RE? I've been asked to do Leon so many fucking times. Leon! No, Leon! I had people all in my comments on TikTok and Instagram both asked, like, begging me to do Leon. And I have, like, the joke is I own majority of the clothes. I just need to find a really good Leon wig, which maybe I'll throw some of that stuff up on Throne. Polite and loving reminder, I am still paying for medical stuff to help out my family. So a lot of, like, my income I would normally use for other things is being sparsed right now. It's very across the board. So if you want to sponsor stuff, that is still something obviously that I do in exchange for the shoots and stuff. Honestly, you'd make a great Homelander. Ellis and I have discussed that because Ellis has done Homelander. I don't know if the suit we have would fit me. And not to mention, we have to redo that. He shows up at the door, you get excited. Instead of all the fun things you had in mind, he just serves you a lawsuit, please.
What's up? I heard my name.
I never want to hear Ashley's voice again. Yeah, that's how I felt playing RE4 the first time, to be honest.
Ellis, what?
Oh, could we gender bend you and turn you into Ashley? You want to be the president's daughter, son, daughter? Well, you'd be the president's son,
For
technically.
what?
If I did Leon!
That's what you want me to do?
I mean, no, not really. I feel like if I tell you that you should be a liquor, that it's a completely different episode.
Out of all of those characters, you're not picking the one I already have everything for?
Wesker?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, but
it's gotta be Chris.
You're doing Leon.
It's gotta be, I mean, when I do Chris, it could be Chris and Wesker. We talked about
You
that.
could also just do Zeno.
You could. Zeno's kind of a bitch, though, in comparison.
Yes. But
You look, you're a cheap imitation.
nobody's gonna know what the fuck I am if I do gender bent president's son.
Are you a bad enough dude to save the president's son? No, technically
No,
Leon and
Leon
Wesker have
only-
never met.
They only meet Zeno.
Yeah.
However, I suppose I could do the president. Like I said, they're not gonna know what I am, but they'll know what you are, so we can do that.
That's true. Yeah, Leon and Wesker have never technically met. Leon only met Z.
So when Autumn does Chris Redfield, we're gonna need everybody to tag Queso. Like everybody. It's important.
we talked about
Today.
we talked
Literally
about
today.
Queso today, and Ellis turns to me and he's like, "That's it. That's you. You're just gonna take. Who are you for Halloween? Oh, I'm gonna be Queso's husband. What? What the fuck are you talking about? And the people who know are gonna know. That's all that's necessary in this. I'll do it immediately. I gotta figure out what the fuck I would even need for Chris.
Not a lot.
Like,
You
hold on a
have
minute.
Most of it, I'm sure.
I probably do. I own a lot of shit. Chris Redfield's. No, that's... Hold on. It's mostly just... He's so down bad for Chris. It's true. He's very down bad. Like, the joke, though... Hold on,
It's
wait.
literally everything you already have from
The
Post.
joke, though, is like recent Chris. Like, he's so disgruntled and over it. Like, the hard part is I own almost all of this except the wool coat. And I'm pretty sure if I looked hard enough, I could find one at, like, a fucking Goodwill.
Yeah.
But if we did that, specifically, it's gotta be 5. What are these fuck-ass pants, Chris?
5 is the Wesker that I have in
Yeah.
the box upstairs. However, making Stars Wesker is nothing.
No, that's true. Although they were babies.
Yeah.
Like babies. He's over boulder punching and is now invested
You're gonna
in
need a bazooka.
so much more. Another blonde bi man causes problems, Wesker and Dio. Okay, so when the fuck do we get more Steel Ball Run? Because that's bullshit. I want
You're
more
gonna
Steel Ball
summon
Run.
those people if you're not careful.
I will. It's deserved. It looks like it, predominantly.
September, they say. You hear me?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Mhm.
No! Since when?
Since recently, I guess.
Hold on. What? September 25th! With a weekly JoJo Friday schedule bringing 11 new episodes for the second and third stages of the race. Don't lie to me, Netflix. Don't fuck with me.
Yeah,
I'm
listen.
fucking here, and I'm
Autumn-
telling you.
Autumn is one thing. That fandom will burn it down if you make them wait any longer. JoJo's fans are wild.
No! Don't fucking lie to me. Okay. Listen. My eyes. I'm on it. My whole on it. I'm excited. Talking about Still Ball Run. Linda, listen. There is no Linda. There is only Zool. Yeah. No, the Steel Ball Run was a fun watch. Soon the adventures of a man chasing another man down to discover the secrets of his balls will return soon. Honestly, that's the realest way you could have put that, and I cannot imagine a different way of putting it. In fact, I would be upset if you put it any other way. I really would. 100%. A new poster for the new Jackass. I'm not going to say no to that only because Ellis is a hard fan. Spagoot asked if we wanted a poster for the new Jackass. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yes. The answer is yes. Anyway, all right, so here's the deal. Obviously, there's some new costumes and things. I was thinking about doing Leon, so we'll see how that goes. But obviously, Chris is kind of on the list. I feel like if I don't do Chris at this point, it's a bastardization of anything else. But if there are costumes you want to see, keep in mind that I do have all of it. Leon! See? Pom knows. Pom, are you okay? I gotta find a good wig, Pom. I gotta do Leon. Look, Leon covered in tattoos also. Like, I don't know how that's gonna go over with the Resident Evil fandom. You woke me up like a fucking sleeper agent. Thank you. Who cares? I feel like you'd be more into Leon with tattoos. Some people would be, some people would not. I feel like he's damaged enough to be covered in tattoos.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chris is just trying to impregnate him. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's good. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes complete sense.
Yeah.
I would be adding blush to his tattoos. Just make them kawaii. Just super cute tattoos. Pom, you're usually trying. There's a list of older men that you were trying to impregnate. We know. What?
Pot, meat, kettle.
I'm not trying to impregnate them.
Okay.
I know what I'm about.
Uh-huh.
Leon has precisely one tattoo and it's a tramp stamp that says Ada's toy.
Valid.
Not
Leon driving his wife Ada's car.
Not to hear the fucking Claire apologists. Look, I stand by what I said. Everybody's like, it's Ada. No, it's Claire. Listen.
It's Chris Redfield.
Yeah, actually, but I don't know, man. Hunnigan is all I'm gonna say. Everybody forgets about Hunnigan. Some people thought that it was gonna be Ashley, that he was like...
Pom says it's
Wesker. No, that's a different... That's a different thing. See, Spagoot knows. Hunnigan. I know what I'm fucking about. Hunnigan was hot as shit, too. Look, I'm into a lot of things. That's one of them. I'd like to be in her, but here we are. Everyone sleeps on Hunnigan, that's true. They do. So if it's not Hunnigan, I remember her, but she gets sidelined by Salazar, among other things.
I don't think anybody in that series gets sidelined.
Win, thank you for the follow.
Than Excella does by Wesker.
Yo!
Excella got
man.
shit canned.
Oh man. No, look, here's this thing I'll do for you. I'll survive.
Damn,
and like,
bitch.
Meanwhile, she didn't even get it wrong. Oh man. Leon's hunted by strong women in every game. That's true. Yeah, but Ada and him are super toxic. They have like the on again, off again. Hi, Kirby. Jill is hot as fuck too. We said that if we were gonna do that, we were gonna do Jill and Wesker, but now I feel like it's gotta be Chris Redfield. I can't. I don't have.
You waited too long.
There's no support. Wait, there we go.
You got the fake ones upstairs.
I have tiny cleavage now. I can still flex though. I'm so sorry. I was working and then got woken up right by the mention of Leon like whimpers in the latest game. Yeah,
True.
okay, but
Valid.
I need a soft bass remix of nothing but his whimpers.
I'm sure it exists.
I'm confident it exists. And if not, so when do we get like the soft whimpers of Chris Redfield?
I'm sure it exists.
I feel like those aren't. No, I mean like I need the DLC. Where is Resident Evil 9 DLC with Chris? Don't lie to me.
On the way?
Don't lie to me. Shit's coming. They've got Spider-Man and Black Cat vibes. A little bit. A little bit. Also, don't mention Spider-Man and Black Cat, because I feel like Mr. PP Pastor is going to come in like fucking nobody's business. He's going to smell it. Excella Gianni and her massive badonkers.
True.
3 straight sets of you as Chris, just with different ships. Who's going to argue? Who's gonna argue?
Who's gonna stop me? Nobody.
Yeah, who's gonna stop me? Hello, Alpha.
Why did she do that, Queso?
Yeah, you real. That's true. I also would have to get... Listen, I don't have the facial hair for that.
We're gonna get...
Damn.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do.
I'm also not built like that.
You're gonna do the Chris Redfield costume. Then I'm gonna go on that website and I'm gonna order the Queso cutout.
Oh my god. Stop.
And that's the plan. Great.
Well, how did she go viral finally? Like, what really did it? I don't want to talk about it. Nobody can stop you. You took off the tits, was like Goku removing weighted clothing.
Lee's weights.
Or Rock Lee's weights. That's what...
To Thrash.
Yeah, Thrash said it was Rock Lee's weights. RE9 DLC, the game's the exact same, but Chris is in there with Leon. They're both oiled up and in bathing suits.
I'm sure there's a mod, Palm.
I guarantee. Keep Chris Redfield away from protein.
And boulders.
Yeah. And Wesker. No.
Oh, well,
you
I
know.
mean...
Or not. I don't know. I'm open to it. I'm an equal opportunity gooner.
Yeah.
Is gooner a word that's banned on Twitch? Is that a gamer word?
I believe it is a gamer word on Twitch, yes.
Gooner?
Yeah.
Gooner! What are you gonna do? Fucking cancel me? You gonna ban me? Fuck! Ray gifting subs to Black New York Geek, Brutac, Mr. J, Pope Corky, Jorge, Eggington, Silver Ardor, and Gothic Spike. I appreciate you, as always. You amazing. A stuffed crochet queso? Oh my god. Stop. You're amazing. I appreciate you. The S... Yeah, I don't understand that. Simpleton. I don't get that. I think the whole thing's fucking stupid. But whatever. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate it. Well, no, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna put up a poll in the next day or so and start to kind of gather info, because like I really do need to structure things and have like a set regimen of like, here's what's happening. 1, so that I keep my sanity, and 2, because I have like 6 books due in the next 6 weeks. So I'm doing what I can. The poll is just 4 options of Chris. Who's gonna argue? But yeah, I do need to actually do that. So Ellis is going to be throwing up some polls for subscribers specifically. So if you want to get in on that, you know, of course, there is locations to go under autumnivyofficial.com. Yeah, so I have several audiobooks that I am narrating actively right now. And there's 6 through the end of August. Potentially 3 more. And then I have 1 due each month minimum. September through January. That's just partial scheduling. That's not even on it. Oh, bet. I have Cubbly, too. Cubbly is amazing, by the way. Like, they don't pay me, obviously, but Cubbly has been great. Ellis has really made it work for us. That reminds me of the time Treen streamed RE4, got to the point where you're in the room with Lewis, and then Luis paused and said they had to go to the bathroom, threw up BRB, downloaded the Leon Tramp Stamp mod, and came back. That tracks. That tracks pretty well for Train, to be honest. But okay, guys, I do have to go because 1, I need to eat dinner, and 2, I have 4 more chapters I have to narrate today specifically, so I can at least like keep on schedule. But you're amazing. As always, you can find me at autumnivyofficial.com, and you can find me find my merch at autumnivy.com. Ellis is gonna start working on boxes, so if you guys see those, they'll probably launch under the website. But I love you. Please take care of yourselves. Make sure you drink water. And of course, this week is Fantasy Friday. So if you're down for that kind of thing, Dionysus-inspired Fantasy Friday is coming out this week. But we're going to raid into Mr. Creepypasta. So Mr. Pee-Pee Pastor is going to be our raid. So make sure that you are, like, politely rude. We're going to be politely rude. Oh, is he done? No, he's not done. Okay. So we're going to be politely rude. And that's just what we're going to do. Tell him that I'm really mad he didn't invite me and he clearly doesn't love me. That's what you should tell him. But it's fine. All right, let's raid out. Love you guys. Okay, I love you. Bye bye.